Good evening. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to briefly outline A-level PE for you. So when you're choosing your A-levels, probably the main question that you ask yourself is, why am I going to choose that subject? So why would you choose A-level PE? A-level PE is a really engaging course. It has a really wide variety of topics within it. We study anatomy, physiology, to the role of the media in sport, up to how sports people maintain motivation throughout competition. So there really is something in there for everyone. It's also a really contemporary course. What is happening in the sporting world around you now is very much part of your course. So you will look at things like the TV deal that the Premier League has signed with Sky, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. You'd be answering the questions such as, does athletics have a drugs problem, considering the amount of athletes and high-profile athletes that have been caught taking performance-enhancing drugs? As well as this, you will develop a really wide skill set. You'll obviously gain knowledge from all of these topics that we've said that you will cover. As well as gaining that knowledge, you will also learn the skill of critical thinking. Part of the long answer questions, there is a real emphasis and a real focus on being able to give a balanced argument to both sides. So again, that's just one of the skills that you'll be able to pick up on A-level PE. Our expectations for PE. For you to take A-level PE, we would expect at least a grade 5 in PE or the sciences. The sciences, with the anatomy physiology content and of the course, having a 5 in the sciences is obviously going to give you that advantage there. We would also expect you to be strong and in at least one sport. That's either playing or coaching. The expectation of that would be that you would be playing outside of school, because we're quite limited in terms of how we could demonstrate at A level. If you are participating in a sport or coaching or whatever it might be, and you are going to struggle to do that outside of school, and make sure you just come and speak to one of the PE staff beforehand. So a quick outline of the course. Okay, the course is split into two papers. It's paper 1 and paper 2. Paper 1 is the factors affecting participation in physical activity and sport. So in this section, okay, you will look at, in this paper, you will look at 3 sections, sections A, B, and C. Section A, you look at the applied anatomy physiology. So that's things like the cardiovascular system and the neuromuscular system. Section B looks at skill acquisition. So you would look at Bandura social learning theory or trait theory. So looking into whether people learn how to become excellent sportsmen, or is it something that they are born with. Section C is sport and society, and that has a particular emphasis on pre and post-industrial Britain. So we'll look at the role of what sport had pre-industrial Britain, so before the 1800s, and sport's journey from that time all the way up to modern day England. So that exam is 2 hours long and is worth 105 marks. You are asked questions in each of the sections, so you will have 3 sections of paper, A, B, and C, and they are made up of the multiple choice questions, the short answer questions, as well as extended writing. Paper 2 follows an identical format, but obviously has some slightly different content. So section A is exercise physiology and biomechanics. So in this section, you would look at diet and nutrition, recovery techniques, as well as some movement analysis and that real sort of deep look into sports science. Section B is our sports psychology. So here we would look at things like aggression and motivation within sport. And section C, sport and society and technology in sport, would be looking at the ethics. So again, drugs, the law. So where the law enters sport, the role that the media plays in sport, as well as the development of things such as Hawkeye and the third umpire in cricket. So again, 2-hour exam, 105 marks, made up of those multiple choice, short answer, and extended writing. So paper 1 and paper 2 are made up of equal weighting, so they are both worth 35% of your total grade. Your practical and coursework equates to 30% of your total grade. We'll speak about your practical in a second. So how your course is worked out. Okay, so you will have 8 theory lessons per fortnight. That will go alongside your independent study. You'll have 3 different teachers, and that will be 1 teacher per section of the exam. Your practical, you are only assessed in 1 sport. So we move away from the GCSEs where you were assessed in 3 sports. That's narrowed down now to 1 sport. That is done in full context only. So again, moving away from the GCSE model, we don't look at your skills in isolation. We only look at your performance in your full context. We don't give any lesson time to practical performance at A level. So your practical performance will need to be performed either extracurricularly, so representing the school in a sport, so football, basketball, whatever it might be, or the expectation is to get video evidence from outside of school. The reason that your practical, your video is quite important is because that informs your coursework. Your coursework is a performance analysis of your video performance, and that is normally completed in the February half term of year 13. So a little ways away, but like we said, the emphasis is on the coursework being informed by the practical video. So that's why that is important. So in terms of the A level, it opens up a really wide berth of university courses for you to go on and study. As you can see through there, we've got sports coaching, physiotherapy, PE teaching, sports performance, sports analysis, sports journalism. And lots of the top universities in the country, offer really wide and extensive sporting programs. So, like I said, just a little insight as to some of the universities and some of the courses that you could go on and further study after A-level PE. So, career opportunities. Again, we've looked at the courses that you could go perhaps study at university. They could lead you on to becoming a PE teacher, a sports coach, sports marketing, a physical therapist, a psychologist, working in the leisure and sport industry, an athletic trainer, a nutritionist. So because of the wide varying nature of the A-level course, it allows you and opens up those opportunities to go on for further study, further education, and therefore opens up a really wide berth of career opportunities for you. Like I said, that was a really, really brief outline of the A-level course. If you've got any questions, don't hesitate to drop me an email on s.perry@helmschool.com, or if you'd rather speak to me or somebody in person, come and find somebody in the department, and I'm sure we'll be able to answer any questions you have. Thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to seeing as many of you on the course next year. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.